Well guys, it's Christmas once again, and it's my usual review of a game that I got for Christmas the previous year or the year before. So yes, I'm getting ready to do that, and I hope all of you are having a great time for Christmas. I hope you're all going to see your families and enjoy your whole day. And so yeah, let's get to the review. Let me just get myself into my usual spot. Today's review will be Bendy and the Ink Machine for Nintendo Switch. I did get this last year, but you guys probably wouldn't have known that because I didn't do a part 2 of my Christmas videos last year. So yeah, I got Bendy and the Ink Machine for Christmas last year. It was, there was quite a few things I got for Christmas obviously, but I think that and White Day were the only games I got for last year. White Days on the PS4, I was thinking of doing that, but I still haven't won it, so yeah, that's why you didn't get that. But anyway, let's get to this. Bendy and the Ink Machine is a small first-person survival horror game based on an old 1930s cartoon, Bendy. And basically it's about a creator, I think his name's Joey Drew, Joey Drew, who's got a studio called Joey Drew Studios, and basically he made a character called Bendy, and it was his most popular character, and he's continuously made these cartoons for numbers of years, and the character you play as is an old designer for Bendy. And you get a message back from Joey Drew to say to come back because he's got something to show you. And then you realise that there's more to the studio that has happened since you left that you have to explore and find out. Due to the fact that there is now an ink machine that creates a lot of different things and creates different sort of creatures. It's not unique when it comes to the story, to the idea, because I'm certain, if I'm correct, wasn't yeah, it was kind of similar to what they did in Evil Within. That sort of thing, there's a machine and it creates whatever comes to the subconscious mind, that sort of thing. But yeah, it's just a basic little horror story, or horror game. Graphics on the game are fantastic. I love the idea that it's 1930s sort of style they've done it for, like 1930s, what do you call it, rubber hosed animation sort of look to it. Sort of like old Walt Disney sort of animation, which I think it looks beautiful. It can also give the designers more freedom on design, because obviously it's only sketches, like the walls and all that look sketched. So it's very, what's the word? It's very basic on its look and textures and design. So, but obviously that's what I want to go for, basic looks for it. And I think that's also what gives it its uniqueness to it. And I think it looks great for that. When it comes to horror is just, honestly, it's not there, per se. Because there's nothing really there to say, oh, this is something scary, something like, it's not building up tension. The game doesn't really build tension. It builds more of a fact of jump scares. Like, you move to one place and a jump scare will happen. You're like, oh, I could have gathered that to happen. Maybe the first time it might amuse you because obviously you don't expect it. But from another time playing through, you're just like, alright, I saw that, I know what's going to happen. I think at the beginning of the game they do sort of kind of put you into a false sense of reality and thinking what's going to happen, because you think something's going to pop out or something's going to go over you, but literally for most of it nothing happens for the first bit of the game, and then when that first thing comes up to you, you're like, whoa, I didn't expect that. But again, it's it's basic, you've seen it before, so there's nothing new being made there. To actually understand the game, 1 second, because maybe stupid YouTube and the advert. I hate you, YouTube, you son of a bitch. There you go. Even though I'm uploading this to YouTube. But yes, what was I talking about again? What was it talking about? I don't know what I was talking about now. I knew I would do that, especially when I'm saying it and I can't remember what I've just said. From what I remember, I was talking about how it was scary and jump scares. Yeah, so I think I remember now. So yeah, the jump scares again are pretty standard sort of thing. As I said, for the first scare, it builds up and then you just kind of get scared and you're like, okay, that's just happened, sort of thing. So again, it's been done. I think I remember what I was going to say. Basically, one of the elements that I saw in the game is like when you get to know the story, it's that you get it through logs from people who worked in the studio. So like a guy called Sammy and all that you hear their voices through tape recorders. It reminds me of Bioshock when it comes to doing stuff like that, because you know in Bioshock you get like the cassettes, the the gramophones, and the old stereos that used to get stuff from it. You know, like the information from people who are in the game and what's going on with them. So you know, it's got like that, like their thoughts and feelings. You hear it through the tapes, and those you get hints in the game of what's going on and have to get past certain puzzles. Again, I think that's really brilliant, like how they do it, because I love that about Bioshock, how it, like, the way you learn more about the characters through audio, not just through reading scripts. You know, you felt like they were in the game, talking to you, and how it felt like they were giving you information beyond like the grave sort of thing. Like they weren't there, but it felt like they were talking to you in a way. So yeah, that's what I love. One thing I think really brings this game down to me, the combat system is dreadful. It's so basic. I mean, I've made a combat system when I was making games. Like whenever I make a game, the basic combat system, you just make it, and this is why it feels like it's like enemy attacks you, you hit it with a wrench. Oh, they get hit, they're dead. Sort of things. Like it's literally like enemies go down with one hit. Some enemies take about 5 hits, but again, there's no strategy in how to beat them. You just literally hit, and they're dead. There's no strategy. It's just basically whack, dead, move on sort of thing. Nothing else to do there. And then there's like bosses, which I think there's about, is there 3? I think there's about 3 or 4 bosses in the game. Yeah, they're more challenging because you got to think a bit outside the box and how to destroy them rather than just attacking them. You got to think outside the box and how to use the environment to defeat them, which again I think is really good. I think that's fine. There's no problem with that in the combat system, but it's just basically all there is you know, there's no real other weapons you can use besides just like front melee attacking weapons like wrenches, pipes, axes, stuff like that. I mean, you can get a Tommy gun in the game, but again that's secretive and you have to kind of go through a few hoops just to do it. But again, it's doable, and you know, it's alright, but it's just the what's it called, the combat is just pretty lackluster. The story is alright, as I just said, the story is great, but I think one thing that kind of lets us slow down is that the game is very short. I mean, you can beat it in a day. It's only 5 chapters long, and they don't take long to beat. Again, this game is literally episodic, so you literally get about 5 chapters to beat, and then you get a secret chapter, which is just a gallery of the game's models. Yeah, which is nice, but it's just nothing like spectacular. Graphically, I'd say it looks like very cartoony. As I said, its graphics and textures look very good for what they're trying to get it through, and on Switch it looks good. they can't hit like lens flares and like, you know, they can't do like hit like lighting as good. They can't do much with yeah, like cause rays and stuff like light rays and flares. They can't do a lot with the Switch. So you can see some places where they were going to do it and it doesn't show up. So it's kind of like it's a bit downgraded on the Switch, which you obviously expect because the Switch isn't as powerful as, let's say, the PC, PS4, Xbox One, but the Switch handles it really well and does a really good job on it. But you can see the bits they've had to knock down on it on graphics, but not a lot. Only if you're really nitpicking at it, you can see it, but you really wouldn't look at it that much. But again, one thing I do like the characters in this game. I think they're really good. Your character you play as, I can't for the life of me remember your name, but he's quite, you know, he's kind of like an empty shell in a way to me, because it's just trying to be very, you know, deep, like his voice is really deep, and he's trying to be like really like, oh, I can see this stuff happening, and oh, this stuff is like going on and I'm not phased by it. Like, one thing when you see like one of the characters, Boris, comes to life and all that, and he's just not phased by it, it's just like, oh, Boris is there, let's talk to Boris. It's like, you know, your drawn character is alive. You don't have any reaction to it. It's just, it seems like it isn't, like, nothing phases him. Like I say, Boris is alright. He's just a dog character. Alice Angel's a cool looking character, and she's like uses you as like her own puppet. I like her design and characteristics of her. And also, there's Bendy, but you only see him through like pictures and stuff like that, but you know he's around watching you, which I think is pretty good. But when you finally see him, it's not bad. It's cool because he like chases you around, but you cannot kill him. So it's a bit like, oh god, that it's horrible when he chases you because obviously you can't do much with it. But yeah, besides that, you know, I think the game has its faults. Like every game, it has its faults and down points. But for an independent, like a small indie company to do something like this, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's a good game. But I think it could be better than what it was. But I still enjoyed it. So overall, my review, I'll give it a 6.5 to a 7 at least out of 10. So 6.5 to 7 out of 10. It's okay. It's a decent game. And you know, I recommend, if you can find it on, like, let's say you shelf for like £10 or something, go for it. 15 quid, I would say, yeah. But we got this, I think, go for Christmas though, but when I saw it was on shelves, because I got it when it just came out near enough around Christmas last year, I think it was about 20 quid. I'd say, even 20 quid's not bad, but 15 quid maximum. There's not much repay value to go for, as long as you do. If you want to get the gun at the end, you might as well try it. But besides that, not much repay value, but again, not a bad game for it. Like for a one go, like a one-off try. So yeah, give it a shot if you can find it. Even if renting it from a friend, or again if you see it on a deal somewhere, pick it up. But yeah, that's it. So this is Super Karate sign out. Have a Merry Christmas, have a great New Year, and maybe this year I might make a part 2 if I remember to upload it. I've still got the video from last year, just haven't uploaded it, and I'm not going to upload it now because it'll be a bit friggin' late. But anyway, I hope you all have a great Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you soon. Take care.